Good evening once again. My name's Pedro Alvarez.
And I'm Ron Burgundy.
Bringing you live election results here from Cedarville University, Decision 2012. And it's been an interesting night seeing these votes start to flow in. What do you make of the results, Ron?
You know, I think one thing, Pedro's been very key for Frosty is how he's really targeted the high electoral vote dorms. We're seeing Willets pulling in at 18 electoral votes. Brock has 10, Maddox 12, Lawlor and Princey both carrying 15 electoral votes apiece. Frosty really targeted those votes early in the campaign. I think that's part of the reason why he pulled such an early lead in this election.
And you know what? While he wins those big electoral vote dorms, he still won the overall electorate by more than 50%, an overwhelming margin.
I agree. I think one thing Santa didn't do well this election, even though being the incumbent, even though being in office for 4 years before this, he put ahead negative campaign ads. He didn't propose what he wanted to do for the next 4 years. I think the people showed that through their votes that they weren't confident in having a policy implementation that wasn't confident, that proposed negative ads. They were looking for a leader with integrity, with courage, who proposed strong ideals, and hopefully will show that in the next 4 years.
And you know what? He's had low approval ratings in his presidency, and he didn't quite put forth what he was going to do in this next 4 years like Frosty was able to.
Now let's give the Grinch a little bit of a talk right now. I think that there's been a few downfalls of the Grinch in this election. What do you think was the reason why the Grinch was so far behind?
You know, he didn't quite raise the funds he needed to win a presidential campaign. I think that was huge. And you know what? The Grinch, it's hard for those third-party candidates to win. It's really been a two-horse race from the beginning between Santa and between Frosty. I don't think the Grinch ever really had much of a chance in this election.
I'd agree. So let's change this topic a little bit to these next 4 years. We touched on it a little bit, Pedro. What do you think Frosty's going to do in these next 100 days as president?
You know, I think he's going to look to change a lot of the policies that Santa implemented and try to bring about a lot of reform. Now, that's not going to be easy with the House and the Senate still ruled by Santa's party, but I think that Frosty might have enough of a wave off this election to get some of those policy implementations in the first 100 days. However, 4 years is a lot longer than 100 days.
And speaking of that strength he's coming in with, that trust the voters put into him with these numbers, I think Frosty really needs to be careful with that in these next 4 years. He has the trust, he has the votes, he needs to make sure that, one, he stands by his commitments. He does what he said in this campaign he's going to do. And the voters, looking forward to the next 4 years after this, will come back and remember these 4 years thinking, did he hold to his commitments? Did he hold to his promises? And how well did he implement that into this next election?
Absolutely. Well, it's been quite a pleasure. And Ron, it's always a pleasure. Your mustache is looking great today.
Yours as well, Pedro. Thank you for watching. This has been See You Nightly here at Cedarville University. I'm Ron Burgundy.
And I'm Pedro Alvarez.
Have a good night.